Isn't there a story that you went to Lion King one night before you took over the chair? You showed up to play guitar, and they went, okay, but the bass player is not here. Can you sub bass?
There was a schedule change. And we have, first of all, world-class bass player Tom Barney, played with Steely Dan, Michael Jackson. But there was some sort of miscommunication, and I'm a sub. I had been playing there like maybe a year or two or something like that. We're sitting there, and they're like, there's no bass player. Once it's like 10 of or something, they made some calls, and they're like, realized there's no bass player coming. So I was like, I'll play bass. Because I know this show starts with like Circle of Life, and it's like bass. Bah, bah, bah. And the guitar stuff is not as critical as Peter knows until maybe like 20 minutes into it. So I said, all right, let me play bass. First of all, the crew guys had to like get out some big clamp and like chop off the lock off his lock.
Is that really what they did?
Yeah. Finally, they give me that bass. Now it's like 5 of. I got this. You know, little clam here and there. And then we get to like the third song where there's an acoustic bass, and the conductor goes, can you play the upright? And I'm like, no, I can't play the upright. Now we're getting into like later in the song, in the show, and there's this one song, it's called Morning Report. It's not in there anymore, but it has this really complicated bass line. It's like, boo, doo, 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 doo. You know, and I was like, I am not going to be able to play this. You know, I've never even looked at it. So I went and grabbed my guitar chart, and I'm playing, doo, 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 doo. And the drummer's like laughing his ass off. Finally, a sub bass player comes running in and sits down.